All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us for another fabulous week of Ops Team Presents. Got a lot of good stuff for you today. Today, we're going to start off with accountability and measurement. So, we do all these things, we work so hard, but what is the hardest part? The follow up, the keeping ourselves accountable, right? People pay coaches thousands of dollars just to keep them accountable. Really, all coaches do is they call you up and they go, "Hey, did you do what you needed to do this week?" You can do that on your own. But let's talk about how, ways that you can do that and the importance of doing it. So, first, ask yourself this question. This is an accountability question and a way you can measure yourself. We'll talk about that. So, how much time do you actually spend on non sales related tasks, right? Specific activities, certain activities. So, let's talk about, what is a sales related task? Well, that's going to be lead generation, for instance, right? That is a sales related task. So, how much do you actually spend? Do you go to the office? Do you go to the water? Do you say hello? Do you ask everybody how their pet is? All of these things are non-sales related. How much time do you spend scrolling on Facebook and Instagram or whatever else you use, Pinterest, WeChat, right? What are you looking at? How much dinners of everybody else do you need to say? So, first, realize how much time you're actually spending on those non sales related tasks to figure out how much time you have left in your day, right? A lot of people say, "Well, I didn't have time today," right? No, you just didn't make time. That's the truth. You just didn't make the time. It's not that you didn't have the time. So let's think about it. A real trend survey revealed that agents who incorporate technology into their daily workflow are 50% more productive than agents who don't use technology. And we'll get into the technology using and how that helps you, right? Enter the idea of the 80-20 rule. 80-20 rule says that 80% of your results will come from 20% of your effort. Theoretically, if you could automate 80% of the things that you do, you could spend all of your time making money, right? So, follow up is one of the hardest things, keeping in touch, nurturing people. This is all tough stuff, right? So, time killers that you can automate: lead importing, scouring, and routing. So, this is, and time management. This is how you're going to all get yourself together, and I'll show you examples of how you can do all this. So first, let's talk about the lead conversion process, right? It has a few stages. The first one is importing your leads into a central database where they can be managed, right? Some of you are you using an Excel sheet. Maybe if you have 10 leads, that might work. But otherwise, you should be using some sort of system. Remax offers Booge. We personally have used Boomtown over the years. We're also working on a new system, KV Core. Any CRM at all, if you use it, it is great. That's all I can say about that. Scrubbing and scoring the leads. So basically, we'll talk about that. Putting leads into buckets, engaging leads in a timely manner, and nurturing your leads into lifelong clients. So, like I said before, for number one, importing leads, we use systems like Boomtown, KV Core to automatically import leads from Zillow and other platforms. This will help you save time from having to add the lead, upload the lead. If you're investing on your own in any of these platforms, if you're in our lead program, if you use these platforms, they will automatically send your leads into these platforms. So that saves you some time. Scrubbing and scoring the leads, right? Sometimes you get phony emails, generic numbers, fake names. It's very common with online leads. So you must give the initial try of at least 10 touches before deeming a lead unresponsive and then tag the lead accordingly. If you call the lead one time and then you say, "You know what, Joe, that lead, they just didn't respond to me," or "They're not serious. They didn't call me back when I called them the one time." I'm going to tell you, you're full of crap. Call them again. 10 touches. 10 should be the number that you are reaching out to that person before you deem them unresponsive. You know how many times somebody maybe have called me or you, and you weren't available, you were doing this, you were doing that, but then when they called you the second time or the third time or the 10th time, you finally answered the phone or you got back to the person. 10 touches before deeming a lead unresponsive, right? If you're not going to put the effort in, someone else will. The object is for you to convert, right? This business, you lead generate, you get those leads, and then you have to convert them. So this is how you're going to do that, by putting that effort in. Putting the leads into buckets. So we talk about this all the time. You have your ABC buyers, or you have your hot and your not ready buyers, whatever you want to call them. I don't care. But you should always have all of your leads in separate buckets, and you should know what is going on with those leads. So for instance, you call your leads every month, right? Because the motivation and the readiness changes significantly. You update your CRM. Maybe you thought someone was a hot lead. Now they're not so hot, right? They're going to get put in the nurture category. Or maybe you thought somebody was in the nurture category. Something changed. They're ready to buy. You're not going to know that unless you keep in touch with them. I suggest monthly to reach out to your database and update them accordingly. And this is a big one, engaging leads in a timely manner. Calling the leads within the first 2 minutes of receiving the lead will significantly raise your chances of converting a lead. Over 80% of buyers say their first impression is the top determining factor in choosing an agent, more important than recent sales, referrals, or being a part of a recognizable brokerage. It is an experience. When somebody puts a request in online or they make a call, they're expecting to hear back, right? We are in the age of immediate gratification. So if you call someone within the first 2 minutes, the longer you wait to call a lead that you've received, the less chance you have of converting that. Remember that when you're getting leads. Whether it's a lead we give you, whether it's a lead you're investing on your own, or whether it's a lead somebody just network recommended to you. It doesn't matter. Get in touch with the lead when you get it. Right away, right away, right away, right away. Because again, the longer you wait, the less chance of conversion. So, and then the fifth one is nurturing your leads into lifelong clients. So again, you should be using a CRM. Set up your automations, have the system do the work for you. E-alerts will send automatically to the customer based on the settings. You can check in on your leads. You can see how they're doing. Are they responding to your emails? Are they even opening them at all? When a buyer is ready, your face and your name will be the one that they remember from all of the contact you have made over time. So you're letting the system help you, right? This is a time saver. And you're doing some work in there, right? You're giving them a call every month for those nurture leads, and then you're letting the system help you by automatically sending them those alerts for the properties that they may be interested in. You can set up drip campaigns. There's so many things that you can do with your CRMs. Make sure that you set smart goals for yourself. Goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-oriented. Smart goals. So we're going to get into that in a second. And then make sure you are prioritizing wisely. It could be based on a deadline, available members to work, or it's calculated on impact. Whatever it is that you are trying to get to, make sure that you prioritize wisely. If you're on a team, do you have this person doing this person doing that? Are you doing dollar productive activities? Lead generation is a dollar productive activity. Okay? Make sure you know that. That is why it's the number one thing that you should be doing. Lead generation and then lead conversion.